What's going on, everybody? This is Mike Brown of The Art of Letting Go, and I want to welcome you guys to our season premiere of our new show. This is not The Art of Letting Go. This is Feel Free Conversations, hosted by DatYogaDude Woods, James Woods. You guys have been asking for him to be on the podcast more. Now he has his own show. We record it live on Fridays on YouTube, and you can tune in there. Also, I am doing a workshop on the book, The Artist's Way. If you would like to join the cohort of creatives who are collectively unlocking their potential to be their most free creative selves, sign up, theartoflettinggopodcast.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there, and enjoy the show. All right, y'all, what's going on? Initially, we called this the Two Dope Boys, but I feel like Feel Free Fridays feels good. Oh, look at all that alliteration I just used.
I like that. Boy went to college.
You already know. So yeah, if y'all just tuning in, I am Mike Brown, and I'm here with James, DatYogaDude Woods. And yeah. James, how you doing today?
Feeling good right now. I just finished my little workout, my little yoga. Really little because it was a quick one today because I'm still navigating time. And I'm teaching a class later today or at 9 o'clock. So I gotta get some things in and get ready and stuff for that. So I feel full of, what's that? Full of adrenaline and dopamine from my exercise, and also full of curiosity because of where I'm at in my life. Ooh, yeah.
That's what's up.
Where you at? What's going on? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Yesterday I was feeling off. You know, I've been feeling so like in flow with what I've been doing. Yesterday I just woke up and wasn't feeling it. And man, I realized how crucial my routine is for like just my emotional balance, because I did my routine, and I will say by the end of it that whatever I was feeling, I started coming out of it. And by the time I got to my destination, I was feeling just clear of it. And it was like, man, like I remember times of letting those feelings like take me on a day or take me on a week, and just taking that time to, you know, do what I've told myself, what I've agreed to myself will make me feel good, and it actually working. So that was cool. But yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Woke up feeling just recharged. I realized I do need time to socialize and shit. I spend so much time here, and my social interactions only really being family. Like I do need socialization outside of that. So, you know, I hung out with some people, co-worked with a friend, then went out to a happy hour, and I was like, damn, like I felt overstimulated. Like by the time I got home, I was tired because I just haven't been that social in a long time. So it felt good.
That's what's up, man. What thoughts got you to a place of feeling off yesterday?
Uh, I don't even know if it was a thought. It was more of a feeling of just like feeling feeling down. And I can't even really think of what was bringing up those feelings. It was just I woke up that way. I ended up going for a gratitude walk. Like I kind of gave myself some, I went for a gratitude walk, listening to Yeezus, because it just felt angry. So I was like, let me just listen to this angry album and see what comes up for me. And on my way back home, I just expressed gratitude for everything in my life. So that's kind of how I like to do my walks, of like, you know, whatever I need to get off, whatever feelings I'm feeling angry about. And I, you know what, I'll tell you what I think it's been. I think I'm in a financial rut right now. Like I'm kind of low financially. And granted, I'm blessed to be in this space and be in a financial rut, meaning like being at home as opposed to like being somewhere where I gotta pay rent and shit like that. But yeah, being out here and just knowing I want to do more, figuring out what's next, but also like, yeah, I need a right now as well. You know what I mean? Um, it kind of sometimes it can distract my creative process, and I'm really trying to find ways to use it to uh to help me create something that I probably normally wouldn't. Does that make sense? Like rather than letting
Trying
it like
to.
rather than being distracted by whatever I'm feeling, using it to as a creative tool. You know what I mean? So let me see what it feels like to create from this place as opposed to letting it distract me from creating at all.
Mhm, mhm,
And it's it's been making me write a lot more. I've been doing a lot more writing, just general writing. And
mhm,
yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. And it's funny, somebody posted a clip of me on a podcast from earlier last year talking about entrepreneurship and how it's not easy. And some days I make money, some days I don't. And it was like, damn, like it was almost like the universe kind of knew that I needed that reminder to just remind me like,
mhm,
hey, you knew what you signed up for when you got into this, and you
mhm,
knew that you know all that it's going to be. You know it could be up one day, down one day, but I think I've been so hyper focused on like my schedule, getting my tasks done, hitting my goals and shit like that. And it's like, man, I've been doing this for a little while now. And I guess I just woke up exhausted. Like I need to take a break. Maybe I need to take a day. Like yesterday, I went co-work and I really took time to co-work, but also just talk. Like I just
mhm,
realized I just needed some conversation. Like I didn't have to get a whole bunch of work done and fill out this grant and do this. It's like that shit'll get done when it's supposed to. You know,
mhm.
it'll get done when it's supposed to. But I just needed to be around people. Like I'm really trying to find balance in it because I mean, shit. When you move back to
Mhm,
Riverside, you probably just was in that space of like, ain't nobody around me. I'ma just work. I'ma do this. I'ma do that. And it's like, all right, I'm doing this shit, and the shit just ain't showing up immediately, which
mhm,
it never does. But at the same time, I think just being in that moment of like, damn, ain't nothing coming up. What's happening? Am I doing this? But I'll tell you what I've been doing to challenge myself when those thoughts come up. So I've been like, I keep a log every day of like all the shit that I'm doing, like hour by hour. This is how
That's
much
what's
time I'm
up.
spending on this. I need it because it's a lot of times I'm like, man, I'm not doing shit, or I could be going harder. You look back at that log and it's like, I'm going as hard as I can.
Mhm,
I'm going as hard as I can. I can't do this shit in my sleep. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So I'm really practicing grace for myself. And yeah, that's all it was. Like I just needed to shake that.
That's what's up. I asked about the thoughts because thoughts precede the feelings. So my routine, everything. I've been off too. I've been off in my words for a while, and I was talking to my girl the other day about trying to get back in my
Ew.
right. Um, Trying to get back into the place of discipline where I was, and understanding that I will never be back at that place of discipline. It's gonna look different because I got different priorities, different thoughts, and different arrangements of how I think. So now my thoughts are bringing me to a place of, man, why is this thing that I've been working on for years still ain't popping like how I want it to pop? That'll make me feel down. That'll make me feel like nothing. And then I'll be in that nothing feeling for whatever and trying to distract from it. Um, More social media, more, you know, eating and doing all whatever just to not have that thought. And of course, not have that feeling. I went on a little hike the other day, and one of the most like the best things for me about hiking is getting lost, kind of not all the way, but like kind of getting in a trail where I'm not sure where I'm going. And since I'm not sure where I'm going, I have to be very aware of where I'm at. Okay, this is a bush here, this is a step here, and that really helps me get back into being in the moment and not being into why this ain't work, why that ain't work. Cause I really have some like you said earlier in our conversation, but self-value and self-worth discrepancies that I have. Man, I'll be talking to somebody and they'll be talking about just a topic that I'm not fully aware of, and my mind will tell me that I'm stupid. I'll be working on something. It's supposed to be an easy strategy to do X, Y, Z, and if it ain't coming through in a day or two, I'll tell myself I'm stupid. I can't do it. I can't, whatever like that. So really just taking time to address those thoughts of I'm stupid, I'm not enough, blah, 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 blah. And I know that's what my routine is. Because if I can knock out my routine, if I can stay on that, I don't have to think. Because my thinking can be very dangerous sometimes, where I wasn't designed to think like an entrepreneur. I was designed to think like an employee. So every
Yeah.
time I step further and further into entrepreneurial stuff, it's like my brain and my thoughts is telling me, what is you doing? It's not you. You tripping right now. And I can sense that. And it is so hard to not let that get me. And it's so important for me to keep them thoughts at bay. Like you can't come in here today. I got things to do and I gotta make this happen. So yeah, man, I appreciate you sharing that about tracking your day and all that kind of stuff. And the gratitude. The gratitude is huge and bringing me back to like, what is you talking about? You just did this, that did that. You have this, you have that. You are this, and you are that. Blah blah blah. Whoop de whoop whoop. All that kind of stuff is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a mental battle. That's the only thing it is, a mental battle, getting out of that space.
Yeah, and I appreciate you, you know, talking about your discipline because I had that conversation yesterday as well, just of how sometimes we compete with a version of ourselves. Like, I have a lot of friends that talk about, when I was going to the gym, I was
Yup,
doing this,
yup,
I was doing that. And it's like 10 years later, you're
10
not
years
going to be
later,
working out the same way. Even for
nah,
myself,
man.
like in composing music, like I'm not going to be, I was talking about beats, and Sean, who I was with yesterday, was like, yeah, man, you really be on the beats. And it's like in this phase of my life, and I had to accept in this phase of my life, I'm not there. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
there to be making 3, 4, 5 beats a day, and I had to become okay with that. And I'm curious to know for you, how do you become okay with the version of you that you are today and not compete with the past versions of yourself?
I had a conversation with a man that I did not know was my friend until yesterday. He is
Wow.
about he about seven. I think he said he's 74 or something like that. And I just looked at
So
him
wait,
as like,
okay.
I'm
I
gonna
was
tell
gonna
you, I'm
ask
gonna tell you.
how.
he I thought he was my mentor. I thought he was somebody that I was like providing service for as in the yoga stuff and all that kind of stuff. And then yesterday he started talking to me like a friend. And I just realized that he has always talked to me like a friend. But in my mind, it was like, oh, this is the big homie. And this like, so my projection of him had me blocked from the real relationship that was there. And then after I realized, like, oh no, this is mutual respect. Like I said before, me getting out of my head of, oh, I'm stupid, he know everything, and da da da, and it just broke it down to this is a this is a mutual person. I value myself as much as I value him. And we had a conversation about some of his failures and some of his mess ups. And we was talking about how a lot of living is letting it be okay to not be okay. Like it's all right that right now I'm not in the gym every day. It's okay that right now I'm struggling sometimes to find out what discipline and stuff looks like. And that's new for me because, like I said before, in life we condition a lot where you gotta be okay all the time. You gotta be working towards the next goal and the next da 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 da. And that's the culture that we in and stuff right now. You got to be grinding, or you got to be depressed, or you got to be anxious. You got to be something. It's like, man, I'm just being right now. And that's cool. Like me and my girl got some problems. I got problems with my parents. I got problems with siblings and family and friends and all that stuff. And that's okay. Because I know at the end of the day, it's going to work out. It's going to be good. It's going to be okay. And I'm just learning and understanding that because um, I think just always thinking, oh, it's going to be not even it's going to be okay, but it's going to be how I think it needs to be, if that makes sense. Like I'm trying to move towards where I think it needs to be. Oh, she need to be like this. This person need to be like this. Everything need to be like this. And now letting that go to it don't need to be like anything I imagine, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. So if I'm not on my routine and my disciplines that I was before, it's okay because it's gonna work out and it's gonna be where it needs to be for that moment to get to where I want to get to. I'm really, really focusing right now on my habits and more important than the habits of what I want out of those habits. Um, I'm in a new space, like I said, in a relationship, and she has a child. I'm in a new space with a relationship with my parents as they getting older, with my friends as we get older, with myself as I want more things, business, financial and stuff, so like that. So it's like I can't expect those old habits and routines to fulfill what I want right now. So just moving to that space of I'm good right now and it's gonna be good later. I'm just in the process of figuring out the steps that I need to take on a daily basis to get nowhere. I don't need to go nowhere. It's good right now. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important to remind yourself that like I've always reminded myself like I know that my life is gonna be good because it's been good up to this point. Sometimes when you in it, it's not as easy to remember that. But I think like when you take that minute to slow down, like you've gotten through everything that you've been through up to this point. So, you know, you're gonna figure it out.
Hey man, I got a deposit yesterday for an event I ain't did yet. And it was definitely some bread that I needed and I didn't expect was coming. I got the phone call. I got an email first. Hey, we'd love for you to come out and do a board retreat. We having our board members come out for the beginning of the year. Cool, no problem. This the date. I gave them the price. They didn't, it was way too low because they was like, sure, okay, and we want to bring you in some more. All right, cool. And then they sent the bread over that day. I wasn't expecting that. And I definitely need the bread right now. So it was another like, James, just chill out, man. Just chill. Like you got your mind on where you want to go. I want to be a husband. I want to be a father. I have no idea how to get there. The only idea how I get there really is through my father. Great man, love the man, but it's a whole different situation and scenario. So I gotta trust that God is gonna point me in a direction of my heart's desires or whatever, all that kind of stuff. Manifestation, law of attraction, all that kind of stuff. Like just settle into it because I can't rely on my own. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna that. And then at the same time thinking I'm stupid, thinking I'm not enough. Like it just don't work. Yeah. So yeah, man. Feeling free.
That's real, man.
Yeah. Man. For sure. And you, man, how about you? How do you manage the growth of Mike Brown at this place where you made a full circle in one sense where you basically made it back home. Um, but now your circle is way bigger. It's full of more life. You left 20 years ago. 20 years ago. That's crazy. You left home 20 years ago. And now you
Yeah.
came back. Uh do it feel like a circle or do it feel like another shape?
Um, it feels, does it feel like a circle? It doesn't really feel like a circle. It feel like space.
Hmm.
That's what it feels like. Um, being back here when I first got back in November, it was hard. Um, just coming off of, 2, 3 months of just moving around the world. It's already, anytime I come home, I have to adapt just because I've been gone for so long. But coming off of like I've been free for months now, this is hard to work myself into this system. And when I got back from LA, so I went to LA
I'm
December,
sorry.
came back.
What system?
Just just the natural flow of like how my family and everybody moves. Like they already have a way of just doing things. You know what I mean? Like they're
How is that?
they're you said what?
How is that different from the other people you live with way of doing things?
Uh I never lived with nobody for the last years. Like, when I was staying, even when I was traveling and staying with people, I was just moving around. Like I was more so laying my head than, you know,
Mm.
being in a space and having to engage or being in a space and, somebody want you to run to the store with them or do
Okay,
this or do that.
gotcha.
Like, you know what I mean? My parents are retired, and I think because they're retired and they're used to me coming home on vacations, they think everybody's either A
Hmm.
on vacation or B everybody's retired. And I'm I'm neither one of those right now. Like this is my actual life, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
when I would come home before, everybody would just want my time, spend time with me. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I do have to take some time to myself. And initially I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to take time to myself. Um,
Hmm.
and now I do that. That's why I stay at my sister's house just because I needed a different feeling of being here, like being back in my parents' house. That's what made it feel like a circle. When you talk about full circle, going back
Hmm.
into my parents' house made me feel like when I graduated from college and I was back in that room. You know what I mean? Like it felt
Hmm.
like graduating from whatever life school I was in and going back to that room. I needed something different, to experience something different because I didn't want to keep experiencing this in a loop, you know?
Hmm. I definitely dig it, man. How angry have you been?
How angry have I been? Uh, Not really. I don't, it's funny. I don't get angry. And at least I'm not gonna say so the only time that I felt myself get angry was that night that I was in that bar. But
Hmm.
other than that, like when I'm around family and stuff, I think I have been so conscious of the work that I've done and I see so much of myself in them that I've really been patient. And it's funny, my sister called me out um when I first got out here. It was just like, you don't let nothing bother you. Like that was a bad thing. And yeah, I don't. Like I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like as I'm reading the Four Agreements again, I'm understanding it in a different way. It's probably like my sixth or seventh time reading this book.
Wow.
But reading it in the space that I'm in, at the age I'm at, I'm understanding more of like, man, you cannot take ownership of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't own nothing nobody tell you, none of that shit, because one, you don't know what that person is going through for them to be outwardly expressing or acting however they act. But also two, I can't own that shit for my own life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you tell me
Right.
some wild shit, like I can't accept that for me. So, a lot of I definitely don't hold back in expressing how I feel,
Hmm.
but I'm more conscious of making sure I deliver my message in a way that it's able to be received as opposed to being defended.
Hmm. More with kindness and compassion instead of this what I feel, this what you need to hear.
Exactly. Exactly. And just making sure I'm clear on what I'm trying to communicate, like, I don't communicate from a place of defense or like you said, anger or even fear. Like I'm really trying to be clear in what I'm expressing so
Mm.
that we can grow. Like I'm not trying to make nobody feel good or bad or valid or invalid. I just want you to know, hey, this is what I'm experiencing. This is how we can have a better experience. And that's it.
I'm definitely struggling with that, man. In this relationship where I was having a conversation last night, and even before I started, I felt accusatory, and I wanted to know how to express without it being derogatory, accusatory, like I'm coming at you. Because she's come at me a couple times, like, I feel like you're coming at me with this one. And I had to step back and look at it and like, yeah. Um, and even seeing it in her 7-year old, where when you sense him trying to bully and trying to pick on people, because he'll already have that. And then like me and that little boy got so many similar behaviors where it's crazy because it's like, oh, okay, a lot of places I'm still emotionally 7 years old. And when I go into those deep waters like that, emotionally, I act out like a 7-year old. And
He don't know how to dance.
funny. he, he got like one or two moves and he gonna end up on the ground spinning around and stuff. Go, go, go. Um, it's interesting. I wonder if as a kid, my dad danced with me and my parents danced with me. I'm gonna ask them now. I don't know if they dance with me. Do you remember dancing with your parents?
And no, I was the nigga in the middle of the parties moonwalking.
Funny. Say this thing. Go, Mikey. Go, Mikey.
Like I was way more outgoing as a kid than as an adult.
Really? And vice versa. Way more outgoing as an adult than as a kid. My parents, my mom, she asked the doctor if I was okay because I didn't speak for like the first 5 years. Something crazy. Something. But
That's what everybody asks me now.
for real. Actually, did you speak as a kid?
No, are you okay?
Oh, you're okay. Yeah, man. People be uncomfortable with silence. I
Yeah.
I be talking now. I used to be quiet as a kid, but I be talking now, and trying to figure out how to express myself um, without it coming off in a way. And a lot of it is me first trying to figure out what I really want to say. Like sometimes it's just a complaint, and then I got to really reflect on myself. Why am I complaining about this? What can I do? How can I help? How can I be supportive instead of just coming at you like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and all that kind of stuff. Because I still get bothered a lot by a lot of stuff and get triggered by a lot of things. And I would run away before from all that, but now it's like, I don't want to run no more in anything in life. I don't want to run no more. Uh, my girl always say like, she don't like feeling pumped by anything like in life and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I don't want to run away and stuff like that. You know, sometimes you got to give yourself space, but yeah, I don't want to just be running away from everything, avoiding conflict and all times and avoiding stuff that can help me grow. I really like that image of space that you said when you move back home instead of a circle. It just made me imagine like the ever expanding space with universe and suns and stars and moons and meteors and all kinds of shit. Just like this, it's such a, it's so much into that 20 years since you left home, and it's still always expanding. Like you really can't fit it in shape. It's just an experience. It's a creation.
Yeah.
I feel like we just took shrooms or something right now. Yeah, it's a creation.
Oh shit.
You know what I really want to talk about with this podcast to try to horn it in, whatever the old folks say. I understand that we are in the personal development. Uh, we're in the personal development life. Like our lives are about personal development. we choose that. Not everybody chooses to grow and develop. We choose that, and we've chosen that for a long time, not just through formal education, but through experiences. And everything that we do is for personal development. And sometimes even taking breaks from personal development, but everything that we do is for personal growth and personal development. And I really feel like these conversations, I hope, benefit, of course, everybody, but specifically um, people who are creatives and people who are in service on their journey to developing themselves. And I know personal development is a term that it's kind of weird because it's just life. It ain't even no personal development, it's life. But you know, it's the kind of the industry term or whatever like that. But I think I know we are in each other's lives because we both have agreed to become more and more a part of that. Like we both have agreed to create more and more space. I really like what you said about space, man, because it just really make it spiritual for me and make it like all together where I can see this part of your journey just being another planet. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you can look back and be, oh yeah, when I moved back in with my sister, that was planet Neptune, and this is what happened on that planet and everything like that. And then we keep going to the next planet or the next star, the next comet or whatever. Like we are creating our own universe, and everything that we live and experience are just different uh, creations in the universe, man. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
All
Definitely
right,
does.
cool. Leave
And
them drugs alone.
I know we coming up on it's 8:40 now. I know you said you got a class at
Jeez.
9. I was
Remember, I'm two
thinking,
hours back, but I do 7 o'clock. I
oh
need to
yeah,
stop.
I forgot I forgot
Cali.
you. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be the only one out here now. Byron leaving again. Everybody
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. But I feel like you've been on your own island for a long time. Like as soon as
Mm,
you got to Riverside, you kind of like that's kind of like I mean the valley for me was isolated, but that's like really isolated.
yeah. I wonder, I think about that. If I would have stayed at Xavier for another year, how my life would have stayed in New Orleans for another year. I wonder how that would have affected my life. Um, and I know, I think I know now I left New Orleans because of that pressure I feel in myself where I need to be moving and doing something and it has to be progression. So I can't stay in here longer because I gotta be on to the next thing. But yeah, I wonder how my life would have been different. Uh yeah. And I feel like we never really fully introduced ourselves and what we do and who we are on this, but I feel like it just come out because we talking about Sean and uh, other stories and stuff that people just gotta.
And that's part of the when you talk about building the universe, that's what it is. Like, you know, you watch a Marvel movie, like they be
Mm-hmm.
naming people you don't know, and in the next movie or at the end of the movie, they show you who somebody is, you know, if you're not really tapped into it like that. I think you know,
Oh yeah.
the people that have tuned into the podcast probably know of some of the people that are associated with it. But yeah, essentially the art of letting go is a universe. Um, yeah.
Wow. Dang, that hit me right there. Uh yeah, man. It's a universe. Dang, that's crazy.
Like,
And is that wow? I looked up and I just seen the Sun Ra sticker on my TV. That's crazy.
yeah, no, this has kind of been how I've envisioned this for a long time. Like, I mean, you know, I've always done my own show, but like you done been on like 10 times, you know. Now it's like, okay, now we got the Wolverine story. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. That's dope. I'm kind of that's really dope, man.
Tori left a message on, so we on YouTube as well. Shout out everybody that's watching. Tori said, good morning, Tori. And she also said, that's real, James. One thing that is constant is change.
Hey, shout out Tori. Hey, Tori. Appreciate you.
Tori is also a part of the Art of Letting Go
Tori's a part of the
universe.
universe. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate being a part of your universe, Mike Brown. So I feel it now. And I remember when me and Tori went out and she took like an hour to eat spaghetti. She was eating so slow.
That's
Every
hilarious.
everything bothered me there. Like, why is she eating so slow? Like, where are you going? Why am I such in a rush? That's crazy.
That's
Um,
funny.
yeah, man. I think we've been a part of each other's universe for a long time. Uh, you know, I will never forget the first time I met you and drinking some of your orange juice. And we was watching like O Dog and Menace to Society or something like that.
Yeah, it was like either Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood. One of the movies.
Like, why was it so important for us to watch those hood movies?
Oh shit. That's funny.
Yeah. Do you watch movies now?
Not often.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I find myself watching podcasts a lot. Like I really spend a lot of time. And it's funny, I say I don't listen to podcasts, but I do watch a lot of shows that are on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I am with my partner, I do enjoy watching movies. I do enjoy going to the movies, but by myself, not really. I've never really been a big TV person, so it don't really speak to me in that way.
Mm-hmm. When I got to college, I think when I got to college, I just immediately stopped watching TV. I didn't have it anymore, and it just wasn't. I didn't care about it anymore. Like it was just so many other things pop up, and I feel like I missed a lot of TV for years, and like cultural references too. I didn't get into the Boondocks. I didn't get into like just a lot of TV after high school. Um, I think that was really a big step into creating my own universe too. Like I didn't need the TV to tell me what kind of what my universe needs to look like. I get to create my own now. So, what's the what's the next thing you want? Not even want, or what do you feel like you are in the process of creating in your universe now? A star, a comet, a black hole. Uh, what you creating right now?
That's interesting. I feel like I am in the process of developing a planet. Like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it starts as that gas. I feel like that gas is
Mm-hmm.
starting to form into the rock,
Come on,
you
come
know.
on.
That's what it feels like right now.
Ooh. You painted the picture right out of my mind, man. You
Yeah.
painted the picture. Uh, is the planet anywhere near Uranus? I had to. I had to.
That's funny. Um, yeah, it doesn't feel like a planet with any human life on it. It feel like it's just starting to develop like
Mm-hmm.
water and shit like that and trees and
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Man, me too. Exactly the same. I feel like the hydrogen atoms are just starting to come together in the gases and the heat. I feel like because like when in that stage of planets, it's very tumultuous. It's a hard word for me. So it's hot, it's lava, it's windy, it's wavy, and that's what life feels like right now. It feels very tumultuous in that formation stage of you know We don't know where the mountains gonna be yet, where the ocean's gonna be yet, where the beaches, and we're not even close to having people yet.
Yeah.
We're not even close to that. Maybe closer than I think, but we're not close to having, you know, the civilizations that we want yet. And I'm okay with that because I know it's coming because that's just a part of creation. Um, this, and I think my spiritual journey and spiritual practice really has helped me feel comfortable with that. As I talk about made in the image and likeness of God, I feel like this is what it means. Like if God created the universe and I made that image, I'm creating my own universe. So it is what it is. This is just how it goes.
Yeah.
What is it? We didn't do the meditation. I'll do it at the end, and then we could put it at the beginning or wherever you like. But I also want let's do our rapid fire questions. That works for you.
That's a bit.
All right. Or I'll give you 3 words, and then you give me rapid fire answers. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
And it's funny, Mike Brown, who grew up in Houston, so NASA is the first word.
And I give you whatever came to mind. Space was the first thing that came to mind for NASA.
People,
People, family.
heart,
I don't know why soul came up.
mm.
Heart and soul.
That's funny. What you been eating in Houston? Houston and California, Houston and LA food is very different. What you been eating?
Oh, everything fried. You know what? I had Frenchies last night. Shout out to Frenchies. Because I was about to express how I felt about that Frenchies, but shout out to Frenchies for still being around today. Because I think my palate has just changed. So I
Mhm.
didn't enjoy the Frenchies in the way that I enjoyed Frenchies in the past.
All right, definitely
I
understand.
was in there like somebody changed the recipe or something.
Bro.
But I've been finding balance. I've been cooking. I've set a goal to cook at least once a week because like my family will just throw down. Um, so I've been cooking once a week. I don't really eat out a lot because everybody always cooking. Like somebody is always cooking. A
That's
little bit of
dope.
fried. Me and my sister will bring in some salad. She is a pescatarian right now, so a lot of times when I cook, I try to keep it solely veggie, no meat. Um, if I can afford the seafood at the time, I might buy some seafood, but if not, we just gonna do all veggies.
um, what they got the Lone Star, the EBT in Texas.
I'm about to look in. Well, we'll talk about that off camera, but you know,
Oh man. Um,
you know what I have been eating though, and it's been my guilty pleasure, and I need to watch it as I'm getting older because I'm that weight sticking to me. It ain't dropping as easy. But I've been eating donuts like 3 times a week. I've been fucking
mm,
Shipley up.
Shipley. Yeah, bro.
I can't help it.
Yeah, them sweets is good, man. I got a sweet tooth too. I'm trying to navigate that.
And
I
you know
might
what's
be.
fucked up? That shit is right across from the gym.
Uh,
As soon as I get out the gym, I go straight over there.
I earned this. Oh
Oh
man,
shit.
yeah, definitely got a sweet tooth myself. Um, I'm trying because yeah, I'm probably the heaviest I've ever been in my life now, and not from muscle. Got a little pudge on the belly. So letting that letting it. I can't say I'm letting it be. I ain't there. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. So I get my little workouts in and stuff, and try to eat better. Can Megan cook?
She can.
So,
She is making chili today, and
sounds good,
I'm looking forward.
man.
I'm looking forward to that because I really do like her
Ooh,
chili a lot. Um, I was saying we should have a chili off because I make good chili. My dad said he make good chili. I feel like we all make it differently because she don't make hers with meat. I'm a crock pot mine, and I feel like my dad makes some like I feel like it's some hood chili Frito chili.
Put the 40 ounce in there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right. Well, how you want to close this thing out, man?
So first, let the people know where they could find you. I'll let the people know where they can find me, and we'll close it out with a meditation because I feel like that'll be a good way to send everybody off into their days.
All right. I want to do a rapid fire too.
That's a bet. I got 3 words for you.
All right.
First one being community.
Hmm. The word was love. The reaction was work.
Second word is freedom.
Peace.
And the third word is care.
Love came up again. Love came up again. Love came up again. And you can find me loving on me and you at datyogadude.com, DatYogaDude.com. But really can get some great information. That Yoga Dude, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Shout out to Allison. She manages the page. She puts all the great content and stuff up there. I deleted my Instagram app because I'm forming some new planets and I just need to do that right now. But she puts great content up there, like really good content. And shout out to Allison and her mom, Tammy, who are both, oh man, I love them so much. They help me out so much with this That Yoga Do stuff. So yeah, check me out there. And then also click the link in this episode to get some free meditations. It's going to help you get through your day and feel a little bit more free. Just click that link, get a free meditation, get some more information from me, That Yoga Dude. Ooh, man, we got some workshops coming up. So go ahead and click the link in the up for the free meditation, and then you will automatically be notified about our workshops that we have coming up to help you feel free.
That's what's up, man. I got a workshop coming up as well. It's a 12-week workshop focused around the book, The Artist's Way. If you are ready to unlock your creative journey, you don't have to be a professional creative. If you just want to explore your creativity and community, you should join us. We start on January 25th. We will have an interest meeting coming up pretty soon. If you have any questions or need anything, just any more information, you could join us for that. I have a link in the description as well where you could share your email with me and I'll send you all the information on that. You could find me on all social media at the Art of Letting Go podcast. You can go to artoflettinggopodcast.com. Also, justmikebrown.com. So you can find out more information about me and all the cool stuff that I'm doing. Also, I just signed up for Twitter. I'm trying to use different social medias. You can find me at podcast underscore poppy, podcast poppy on
X.
Twitter. Yeah, X on X.
X.
That sounds like a name for X. X sound kind of raunchy.
It
Podcast
does.
underscore poppy.
Yeah. Is that new? That's a new one.
What?
Podcast Poppy.
Yeah, that's new.
That's dope, man.
I appreciate that.
I said to X. Yeah. Meditation, man. Let's go interstellar here, man. I really feel like watching Sunrise right now.
It's on YouTube for free.
Yeah. I'll watch it I'll probably watch it a couple times a year. Actually go in there and watch that thing, man. Any other recommendations for movies that kind of get you? I know you Interstellar.
Visually, Gravity is a good movie.
Gravity, okay.
I used to like Cloud Atlas too, with Tom Hanks and what's her name?
Sandra Bullock.
Was she in there? Holly Berry was in there.
Really?
Yeah. But as far as space movies, yeah, Interstellar for sure. Sun Ra Space is the place. If you want to deep dive into Sun Ra, watch the documentary A Joyful Noise. Listen to some of his lectures from Berkeley University that are on YouTube. And if you want a really spaced out movie, watch The Wiz.
Mm-hmm. I love it, man. All right. So I want you to settle into your current planet right now. And if you're not on the planet, settle into the freedom, the floating, the feeling of no gravity in space. Do not panic. No need to flail around. No need to try to force yourselves towards something. Just allow yourself to float in this space. Take a deep breath in. And release. Let it out. Let the feeling of no gravity, the darkness, the openness, be a feeling of peace, of calm. Wherever you go, you create what you need to hold on to and what you need to relax and let go of. Let go of your fingers, your toes. Let go of your chest, your back. Breathe deep all the way into your belly. And let go of that breath. Letting your mind and your body float. Without panic, without fear. Knowing you are forever held in joy and peace and love and care. Every time you breathe in and breathe out. Take a deep inhale. Let go. Creating stars. Inhale. Let go. Milky Ways. Inhale. Let go. Meteorites. Inhale. Let go into the life that you want. Just a breath away. Take one more deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And as you exhale, relax, release. See your creation. Continue to create each and every present moment breath throughout the rest of this day. And as always, feel free to feel free. And namaste. Peace, peace, peace.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, man. Could you hear the lawnmower and all that in the background?
It's low. I can hear it just because I be hearing everything, but it's low.
All right. They come every Friday at like this time. So
no, it's all good.
Let me know if I need to move or do something else.
Oh, it's all good. Should we appreciate y'all tuning in? We'll be here every week, every Friday. And also the audio, the replay will be on the podcast as well, on the Art of Letting Go podcast. I guess you call it a page, or wherever you subscribe to your podcast, the streaming service. So you can listen there as well. But thank y'all for tuning in. And we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Feel Free Conversations. If you liked the show and you enjoyed it, let us know. This is our first episode. You know, we're still working it out. So I would love to hear from y'all and hear what you think, what you like about the show, what you want to hear us talk more about. Also, we have a Patreon giving exclusive content out every week. So if you would like to support The Art of Letting Go, now we have a network. Now that we have 2 shows, you can support the network at patreon.com/The Art of Letting Go. Also, merch coming soon. Be on the lookout for some merch. And I am leading a workshop for the book, The Art of Letting Go. Not the book, The Art of Letting Go, The Artist's Way. 2 years ago, I led a workshop, 12 weeks, creative circle, for us to unlock our creative potential together. And I would love to guide you on your journey. So if you are interested, please reach out. You can hit me up. Check out the artoflettinggopodcast.com. There's a registration link and you can register there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and have a great week. Peace.